Won a Super Bowl over the Giants. Was that Super Bowl 35 in Tampa? Mark, when you think about the Ravens, right? The way they play defense, the way they run the football, how tough and hard-nosed they are.
For the seventh time in franchise history, one of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their sixth title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire year. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide. They forgot.
Counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. San Francisco coming back out here, CD. This is a franchise that this year will end a 5-year playoff drought. That's the good news. Great record, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down to Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gold with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he is all the way up past the 25. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling. Two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Jackson now, flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. There's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Second year with the Ravens for Hurst. He didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Here we go.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it. Complete. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done. fast.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Let's go!
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
SOS.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And an alley to run. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Flushed out right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't